Und damit hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Beim letzten Mal haben wir endlich Magias Backstory erfahren und haben noch den Waterway fertig geklärt, aber mehr haben wir dann eigentlich auch nicht gemacht. Aber nun haben wir eine neue Quest von Karl bekommen. Danke für diesen Lag auf jeden Fall. Was zur Hölle ist, warum macht Internet gerade diesen? Aber reden wir mal hier. Mit Cordelia. Excuse me, are you in charge of the store? We're here on behalf of the local government to investigate a reported burglary. Yes, that's right, I'm Jana. You must be the student from Thors Military Academy. Indeed, Class 7 Group A at your service. Oh, thank goodness. We may yet have a chance to recover the Crimson Tiara. So that the object that was stolen? Yes, exactly. It's embedded with priceless carnelian gemstones, captivating the hearts of all who gaze upon it. It's the centerpiece of our display, under consideration to become a national treasure and valued at almost 100 million mira. Whoa, 100 million mira. Pretty pricey. Yeah, I'll say. To think something that valuable could be swiped just like that. The question is, how did the thief manage to steal it? I'd heard that the store was fitted with the best security system money could buy, so you could display the tiaras safely. I'm afraid this was all due to my carelessness. There was no problem with our recently installed security system. The problem was me falling right into Phantom Thief B's trap. Dum dum dum. Wait, the Phantom Thief B? I've heard all manner of rumors about him, but I still find it hard to believe this was actually his doing. The name sounds kind of familiar. Seems like Elliot and Marcus know of him. Yeah, he's a thief with quite a reputation in the capital. He calls himself a liberator of beauty, and he made quite a name for himself with a string of major thefts a number of years ago. He'd even gained an enthusiastic fan following for the daring and graceful methods he uses during his theft. Oh, now I remember where I've heard his name before. He's the thief who managed to steal an orbital tank from the Imperial Army, right? Yeah, that's one of his most famous exploits. I seem to recall hearing that story myself. I wonder how one steals a tank. So, do we know how the tiara was stolen? Phantom Thief B is well known for sending the victim a card notifying them of his intended crime before he commits it. Did he send a card this time? Yes, that's right. The card also contained this message. Your prized tiara has already been replaced with an imitation. However, that message was a feint. While we did have the utmost faith in our security system, we knew that if anyone could get past it, it would be him. We decided to open the display case to check the tiara, but as it turns out, that's what he was counting on us to do. So, that's when he stole the tiara, huh? I'm afraid so. Unbelievable. I assume you weren't able to get a good look at the culprit's face? Indeed, as soon as we opened the display case, the lights all went out. By the time we got them back on, the tiara had vanished. I see. Sounds like he's no ordinary thief. Well, the price is valuable at this. Can you maybe explain how you decided we'd be the optimal choice for this request? Of course, please, take a look at this. To the owner of this fine establishment, know that I have the Crimson Tiara securely. To the owner of this fine establishment, know that I have the Crimson Tiara securely in my possession. Should you fulfill my conditions, I promise that I shall be returned to you unharmed. If not, I make no guarantees. First, you must not report this incident to the railway military police. Second, you must deliver the other card here to the members of Thors Military Academy's Class 7 Group A. Third, the aforementioned Group A must overcome the trial written on said card. Phantom Thief B. It really is addressed to us. I've heard Thief's apparent reveling in his crime somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, though on the other hand, he seems to be giving us a chance to get the tiara back. Do you have this other card that the thief mentioned? Of course, please take this. Salutations, ladies and gentlemen of Thors Military Academy's Class 7 Group A. Should you wish to recover the treasure you seek, accept and overcome the trials I have placed before you. All of the keys lie within the Vermilion capital. The first key is, at the feet of a conqueror with the heart of a lion. A riddle, is it? Well, I'm sure the Vermilion capital is just referring to the city itself. But as for the feet of a conqueror with the heart of a lion, it's like a treasure hunt, and this card's our first clue. Does seem that way. So do you think you can help us out? We'd be happy to. Indeed, taunting us like that, I'm all for wiping that smug satisfaction off his face. Let's be off then. Thank you so much. Please find it. Ah, Fantasy B, I love him. Gut, aber das ist jetzt nicht... Das erste Rätsel ist auf jeden Fall nicht so schwer. Ich weiß nicht, in Sky fand ich die echt hart. Ich weiß nicht, ob es daran liegt, dass ich halt einfach Erebonia besser kenne, oder aber... Oder ob haben die Rätsel wirklich einfach gemacht? I don't know. The Conqueror with the heart of a lion. It couldn't mean anything other than the statue of Emperor Dracos. Agreed, it's hard to hear a clue like that and not immediately think of Dracos the Lionheart. And this statue is the most famous monument of him here in Heimdall. Then chances are good that we're in the right place. The card said to look at his feet. Let's do it then. Here we go, the same type of card as the last one too. Assume we were correct then? Well, we won't know until we check. The second key is in the northeastern seat of a prismatic palace. The second key, so basically we've got another scavenger hunt. So it seems. I can't believe he's making us go through this whole rigmarole. What can we do but play along though? In the northeastern seat of a prismatic palace. Just what could this mean? Ganz simpel, da unten ist in dem Martha Park. Ah, da haben wir hier dieses Kristallen-Ding. Irgendwelche Soldaten sprechen mit dem Dude. Der Crystal Garden. Nordöstlich ist hier.
There's so many butterflies.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
Aber hier ist... Ja. Nein. Oh. Hä? Oder waren die... Ah, okay. This must be the prismatic palace. Yeah, all signs point to the crystal garden, which leads on the northeastern seat. I'm presuming it refers to an actual place one can sit, which would suggest we ought to investigate this bench in the northeast part of the garden. Is that it? Seems so. What's it say? Let's see, the third key is... At the round table there once rested the gauntlet that supported the east of the city. Oh goody, another riddle? So what can we do but keep going? It seems fate has ordained that we should meet again. I recognize that voice. Oh, ja hallo. Weil die noch nicht, die das nicht wissen, sorry, aber wird jetzt einen kleinen Spoiler geben. Who are you again? It's Baron Bleublanc. Yeah, we first met during our field study in Barriere, I believe. Très bien. I'm most pleased to see that you have not forgotten me. Though if my eyes do not deceive me, you have two new faces among your throng today, no? Hi, nice to meet you. I've heard mention of you from my classmates. Has your search for beauty brought you all the way to Heimdall too? You could indeed say that. However, not to meet not just in Barriere, but among the picturesque elegance of a Vermilion capital as well. Truly seems that we are bound together by a destiny most inseparable. Would you not agree? I'm not sure. It's a bit on the unique side, huh? Yep, unique. Let's just call it that. Couldn't sense him coming at all, though. Please, the intensity of your stares is positively withering. Or is it that my overwhelming beauty has clutched your heart so tightly that you cannot help but gaze in wonder? Oh, I bet also mirror I have on me, that's absolutely not the case. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's still much I must attend to. I wish you the best of luck with your studies. And there he goes. What did he come to convey to us? With that guy, who knows? Ach ja. Ich meine, das nächste Rätsel sollte, glaube ich, offensichtlich sein, dass wir hier schön bis hier. Und dann hier sind Tische. Nope, keiner von den Tischen. Nope, auch nicht der Tisch. Welcher Tisch ist denn hier oben? Ah ja. The gauntlet that supported the east of the city. Gauntlet is a symbol of a Bracer Guild, isn't it? It's on the emblem too. Yeah, the one and east part mentioned in the note seem important as well. This building was once a branch of the guild, and while the capital once had two such branches, this is the easternmost branch. This must be the round table. Ah, here it is. Hab ich noch round table gesagt. Can't believe he even trespassed into our lodging. Indeed, though from the look of things it doesn't seem he touched anything else. Still, not a pleasant thought. Yeah, it's kind of creepy knowing he was here. Especially considering we don't know what he's actually after. Anyway, let's see what the next card says. The fourth key is on the bottom of a white burden of a steel bird perched at the water's edge. Das ist schon ein bisschen härter. Sure enough, it's another riddle. And a rather challenging one at that. Bin ehrlich, ich hätte keine Ahnung, wo das ist. Ich meine, gut, okay, doch, Kran, ne? Dann mit da die weißen Dinger. A steel bird perched at the water's edge. The last clue seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Heimdall Port, and that would make its white bird in these containers. Can't see a card attached to any of them though. The clue did say it would be on the bottom. That we should discuss this with whoever's in charge here and ask him to check the containers first. Better be Port Chief Danberto. We met him earlier today, so let's see if he's willing to help us. Goodbye explained the situation to Port Chief Danberto, who agreed to check all of the white containers for them. And, just as they'd predicted, a card was found affixed to the bottom of one of the containers. How the devil did that get stuck to the bottom like that? He wouldn't have been able to attach it without lifting the container, and that would have meant using the crane. But when did he do it? None of us ever noticed anything suspicious. Well, he is supposed to be a master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here? I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. That aside, what does the card say? Oh yeah, let's see. The final key is also hidden near the water's edge. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes. This one just as obtuse as the others, though if it's also hidden near the water's edge. From all indicators, I'd say the next one is here in Heimdallport too. It has final key and crimson crown too, so at least there's that. Yeah, look like this is the last one. Und damit relativ offensichtlicherweise, glaube ich, das Ding hier gemeint. The tram. The steel car. I guess that the last clue refers to the oval tram. That seems like the best fit. What about marching with the minutes? The tram schedule, of course, arriving and departing at preset times. Heimdallport is the starting and ending point for all the trams in the city. So you could say the tram here is waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense, in a weird way. I guess this is the place then. Let's get the driver's permission to have a look inside. Excuse me, do you think you could do us a favor? Sure, what do you need? Green explained the situation to the tram driver and asked permission to search inside the tram. An infamous phantom thief B hid something in this tram car. Yes, we believe that to be the case. Wow, really? Well, I get where you're coming from. Go on and look around as much as you want. Thank you for your cooperation. Looks like this must be the black ark mentioned on the card. The phantom thief appears to have taken no pains to hide it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here not too long ago. Ich habe eher eine andere Vermutung. I wouldn't be so sure. Und Ruine hat dieselbe Idee, und zwar, was ist, wenn der Driver Phantom Thief B ist? Anyway, let's have a look inside. Inside the black case rested a tiara embedded with dazzling carnelians. Yep, this is it. So this is the storied crimson tiara. It has such a fiery glow. Wow, so this thing's worth 100 million mirror, huh? I'm almost afraid to handle it. Yeah, we've gotta be really careful about getting this back to the jeweler safely.
So the tiara really was in there, huh?
Ich mein, Meta-Begründung. Er ist vertont.
Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself.
Man hört auch gleich die Stimme raus.
I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
Ich meine, er klingt schon anders, aber er hat dieses am Ende, die Stimme am ich weiß nicht, irgendwie, der Voice Actor von Phantom Thief B ist irgendwie sehr nice, weil er hat so diesen Schwung am Ende von den Sätzen immer. Und er hat die Tonation von der generellen Stimme ist anders, aber er hat immer noch leicht diesen Satzende. Das ist ganz nice.
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
I'll say, but hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Reen?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you, Baron Bleublanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
What?
Ich habe vergessen, dass das hier tatsächlich auch schon alles revealed wird.
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B.
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Bleublanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Bleublanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Ah, what spirited youths you are.
Ich glaube, die sind halt irgendwie lustig, nur denken, wenn man sieht, dass sie denken, dass sie halt eine Chance aktuell gegen Bleublanc hätten. Im Leben halt nicht. Weil er ist halt nicht einer der Stärksten, ne, aber
What?
trotzdem.
How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest.
Palpatine, with you?
Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
He might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
We didn't yet scour the area for Phantom CP, but try as they might, they found no trace of him. After reporting the details of the incident to City Hall, they tracked back to the jewelers to return the tiara. I can't believe it. You were able to recover the tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I almost get the impression we're the reason you stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you? Oh no, not at all. One of these beast's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he just decided to use all of you as a convenient excuse for his latest escapade. Given how fixated on us he seemed, I don't think that's at all likely. Well, better not to say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much, but please take these as a token of my thanks. This is a lot of sapid. Are you sure it's alright to give us that much? It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, this is a jewelry boutique. After all, we have more sapphire lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all you've done for us. Nice. Liebe Bleublanc. Ja, super. Ooh, that was quite exhausting. And MCP was an even more unpleasant fellow than I had expected. Annoying to think his smug face was watching us the whole time. Yeah, though his name is pretty well known around here. He was plainly suspicious even when we first met him, but I didn't suspect he'd prove this much of a troublemaker. Something wrong, Mean? I was just thinking, he must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable, not to mention all those other things he did. If this were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at a master level. I can't disagree. True. But why would someone like that try to mess with her? And he specifically asked for Group A too, so I can't imagine why. Hold on. Is it my father again? This is Class 7 Group A, Wien Schwarzer speaking. Hello, hello. Sounds like you've been keeping yourself busy. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Ooh, got it in one. How'd you guess? Don't tell me. Is it your smoldering love for your tragically beautiful teacher? I have, many feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyway, you don't usually call us while we're out on a field study. Is something wrong? Actually, there's somewhere I'd like Group A to go. When you finish up what you have to do for your field study, I'd like you to head over to the Sankt district. Okay, let's see. That's where Heimdall Cathedral and the embassies are, right? I think Elise's academy is somewhere around there too. Yeah, that's the place. I want all of you assembled outside St. Estraya Girls' School at 5 o'clock. Group B will be there too. What? Don't worry, I've already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourself. Anyway, have fun. Toodles! Hey, hold on a... What's wrong now? It sounded as though the instructor is being her usual irresponsible self again. Pretty much, I don't know what she's thinking. Green explained to the rest of the team that they were to assemble at St. Estraya Girls' School by 5 o'clock. Oh, I know where that is. That Girls' Academy for Nobles. Isn't that the one your sister attends? I have a few acquaintances who attend there myself, but I can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Girls' Academy, huh? I'm kind of curious. I'm sure she has her reasons. Weird ones, probably? It's almost evening, so we should finish up here and start heading over. The best way to get to the Sankt district is by tram, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter where we catch the tram from, it'll pass through there. I almost dread to think that what we'll have to do to when we get there, though. The Sankt district has been added to the list of locations selectable for any of the capital's tram stops. Yay. Aber auch wenn das diesen Part etwas kürzer macht, denn das, was da jetzt nachher kommt, ist wenn ich mich richtig erinnere, ein bisschen länger und würde diesen Part definitiv sprengen, deswegen machen wir das beim nächsten Mal. Wenn euch der Part gefallen hat, lasst gerne einen Daumen nach oben da, abonniert den Kanal, um nichts mehr zu verpassen und dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin, ciao, ciao.